we'd like to welcome you
to a little place that we think is really cool.
Let's talk about the music, let's have a laugh.
You already know what it is.
It's the Plug
Podcast. It's the Plug Podcast.
It's the Plug Podcast.
You already know who it is. So why are we still singing this? Let's get on with the Plug Podcast.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to the Plug.
God, those cats can swing, eh?
Welcome back to the Plug Podcast. It is I, if you didn't know who it was, me, Josh Taylor.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
And me, Diego Braza.
And we're here with guest, singular.
Sarah Yagki.
Yeah, nice.
like,
very well. I should say introduce yourself. That's usually what I say. I really butchered this intro
That was
today.
that was a bit of a train wreck.
Bit of a train wreck. Happens, you know?
Can't win them all. Cannot win them all.
Cannot win them all. Yeah, we're back. Another wonderful episode. Thank you for joining us.
That's all right.
It's good to be here.
4?
Yeah, episode 4.
Episode
what do you
4.
mean? What do you mean episode 4? Yes, episode 4.
I forget.
Okay, no, you don't.
Thank you for having me.
No, that's all right. We're keen to get into it. We have a question in the form of a song that we're going to play now.
Okay.
Let's play it.
What would you like to plug about yourself? Yeah.
So yeah, if you didn't get that from the song, what would you like to plug about yourself?
So my name's Sarah Yagki, Yagki, because it's an odd
spell
one.
it out.
Yeah, it's
so that
a weird
people
one.
understand.
I'm a singer-songwriter. I just released a song called Can't Decide and just finished up a sold-out show at Oxford Art Factory Gallery Bar last weekend. But yeah, just got some stuff coming up.
Hell yeah.
I got, for some reason, like a year ago, I got Mandela affected into thinking there was a D in your last name for some reason.
Yadki? Like that?
yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know why.
Instead of a G, it was a D.
It was a D and then a J and then a K.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That would be a really interesting last
It
name.
was a whole journey for me.
It's not like Yagki as it isn't interesting.
Yeah, no, it is an interesting
Yeah.
last name. Good job last name.
What's the
The heritage,
Yeah,
the
the
background.
Yeah, it's my dad's Lebanese, but I used to hate my last name, but then as I got older, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's me. But pretty much, long story short, in like Lebanon, it's Yaghi. But
Yeah.
when like my grandparents immigrated here, they messed up the paperwork. So Australia interpreted it as Yagki.
great.
So that's why I used it as my artist name. I'm like, the only people that have it is myself and my like immediate family.
I see.
But
Because there's no one before that.
it's meant to be Yaghi, which is why it's Yaggi. But yeah, the K is just a Australian government fuck up.
So sick.
Another fuck up for the Australian government. Add that one to the list.
Yeah,
all
add that
right?
to the tally. We're running out of room on the whiteboard.
Yeah, okay. So, new song that just came out
Yeah.
and a sold out single launch at the Gallery Bar. How was the Gallery Bar?
It was really cool. I'd played the last couple of headline shows at the Vanguard, and we'd moved to the Gallery, and I, especially before performances, I like being in my own little bubble. And I liked the Vanguard because I could kind of like still watch the supports and like hide for a little bit.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But the Gallery Bar, you're kind of just in this like little like green room, and I could hear people, and I was like, oh, is there people? There's a little bit of people. I don't know how many people there are. And then I walk out, I'm like, there's a lot of fucking people.
Yeah, scary.
But it was good though. It was our first time like using in-ears and
Oh,
great.
sick.
yeah, things like that.
How did you find that?
I felt it was interesting. I had it taped like behind my neck and things like that,
Cool.
but it was like falling out of my right ear, so I just like magically like turned to the side for like emotional effect, and I like pressed it in. But it was,
Positioning.
I know, but it was so good. Like the venue was so good, the people were so good, and like I had two supports, Gia Darcy and the Toothpicks, and they were
Cool.
incredible. So
Great.
Awesome. So like, what kind of music would you say that you make? If you had to
Yeah.
do the god awful thing of assigning a genre to the music you make, what would you say it is?
it's definitely in like the pop field.
The pop sphere.
The pop sphere, but
Hell yeah.
I'm kind of, from my last couple of songs, Can't Decide, which I just released, is like that bridging song. So the next couple of ones I have, because I finished off an EP in recording a couple of months ago. I don't know what time it is.
Yeah, who knows?
But and that reminisces more of like pop, but like leaning into like your Paramore and your Cranberries
Oh, cool.
and things like that. So Cow Decide is very much like a bridging song for the next stuff.
That's fun. That's
Yeah,
exciting. Yeah, I was
yeah.
gonna say because like most of the stuff I've heard you release so far, I would say is like kind of like the electro pop kind of style.
Exactly.
Like lots of really interesting production.
What's
style.
what's it moving into? If it's like Paramore and Cranberries, what's that?
Pop punk? I guess. No,
It's
not really. It's like
it's pop rock, but it's
pop rock.
like,
Yeah.
it's interesting. Like the next song I've got coming out definitely goes like more into like it bases off it like acoustic instruments with electronics over it, and then my
cool.
guitarist Ethan, there's one song that we wrote where he just did so many guitar layers. So I'm like,
That's fun.
yeah,
So it changes.
sick.
It moves around.
Exactly. Yeah.
Good.
That is always a good thing
As it
to
should be.
evolve as an artist. You've been
Yeah.
doing it for a while too. Like,
Yeah.
how many? So, what began your journey as a musician? I suppose you could say.
From like releasing point of view, I released my first song Chasing Black in 2018.
2018, so 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Into the fourth year now.
Into the fourth year. And I love it, and I think that I've definitely grown from them then, but
For
I
sure.
wouldn't take it off Spotify because I'm like, that's still like a product of its time in a way.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah, you
like
got to
that.
show your character development. you
Yeah.
know? It's like
Exactly.
an artist.
Your arcs.
Yeah, your arc,
Yeah.
like
Your errors.
season 1. You know,
Yeah.
got to keep it real. You know.
Yeah.
Technically, we're in season 3.
Oh yeah, true.
There
I
you
guess
go.
so.
Are we?
Are we in life or like in the Sarah Yagki canon? Is that what we're
I
saying?
guess for me, season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'll
are
say
we.
season
So we're linking up. It's
Yeah.
good.
What season are you in your life, Josh?
In my life, Jesus Christ. I think we've talked about this before.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
I think I'm well into, you know,
I
like,
thought I was talking to Maddie about it. I think you're in season 4.
oh wow. Why are you talking to me, Maddie, about my
I was explaining that
that
like
feels like a, you know, invasion of privacy. I don't
yeah,
know why.
we're
but
Truman
it
showing
does.
you.
Yeah.
We're Truman showing you.
Stop.
I think it's because I've been watching it for a lot.
Yeah.
you know?
I see what you're saying. I don't know when the show started.
Neither.
What about you?
Me as in my show.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well, you can't just say that. I'm going to go season 5 and I'm going to leave it there.
Okay.
No explanation
Well,
needed. But yeah, so sorry, back to interview stuff.
okay.
Back to relevant on topic stuff. Like we're really good at doing that. So yeah, what I guess you could say inspired you to start like becoming a musician and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think it was definitely like the writing aspect of it. None of my family's musical, nothing.
True.
No one came from a musical background. And when I was growing up, I lived in like Western Sydney a lot. So I lived in like a lot of like housing commission in Western Sydney, and I grew up around that. So I kind of like saw a lot of like people's stories and things around me, and I was like, it would be really sick to be able to like find a creative way to, you know, compose that and
Yeah, cool.
do that. So
Yeah. Create stories.
yeah, exactly. And like find my own stories and find a way to have them be quite digestible but also meaningful, which
Yeah,
is
for
something
sure.
I'm still trying to learn. But yeah.
I mean, yeah. I guess it's something you can really never perfect, I suppose. You
The
could
balance.
Exactly.
The balance. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
But no, that's cool. It's interesting that you come from that background and like kind of use it to your like I guess you could say not advantage, but like you know taking what the world gives you and giving back in
Lemons.
a meaningful way. Yeah, something like that.
Lemons.
Life gives you lemons. Something
Lemonade.
like that.
Lemons.
I thought you said lemons. I was like, did you
Lemons.
say lemons?
Did you say lemons?
I did say lemons.
Yeah, interesting. So yeah, you got quite a bit of music out already. So like, what's like, obviously a new EP, more pop punk. Well, not pop punk, pop rock. I think we should embrace
Yeah.
the pop rock avenue.
Yeah,
I've
man.
always said this. Pop rock's like underrated in
Good
terms
genre.
of how it's
Great genre.
used in terms of genres, you know. But like,
People are too scared to say they're pop rock,
exactly,
which I
yeah,
respect. You know.
for sure. But like, what's like the not the end goal, but like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Wow, that's you have not asked
No,
that.
I've not in that like you know way before. I don't think.
No,
No.
go for it. Ask all the.
Yeah,
put me on the
where do you
spot.
see
Yeah.
yourself in 5 years?
5 years.
I really what I wanted to do last year, but again, it was just like with COVID and being able to get the income for it. But I really want to be able to go overseas and do like college radio things, like in the US. I think that would be
Yeah.
something that my sort of music would be really good at.
Yeah,
and we've
cool.
wanted to do that, and it's just more being able to like back that up, you know, with what I'm doing here, and I really want to be able to do that. So being able to go overseas and do things with college radio in the US and the UK, and like they do, plug my music over there, and
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you. That's really where I want to be in 5 years, like doing stuff overseas. And I love the Australian music scene, and I want to like put myself in it as much as possible, but also branch out and see everything, especially since being like locked in for 2 years.
It's like Sydney is such a small, tiny little part of
exactly the world.
the rest of it. The rest
Literally like a tiny part of the world.
So incredibly like laughably small.
Laughably, yeah, correct.
Small.
And
But,
I
like,
well, sorry, you could.
I was just going to say, people from Sydney seem to make it work. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so many artists
Sure.
have come out of here, but it's like such a. I think it's like, I always think about the fact that like Sydney's actually quite like a well-known city in the world.
Yes.
But I always forget about it because when I walk around, I'm like, what a fucking shithole.
But you can imagine like every other person who lives in their home city.
Opera House.
Yeah, well, that.
Yeah.
Bridge.
But like, you know, whatever city you grow up in, you're always gonna walk around and be like, "What is this place?"
What a shithole.
Exactly.
What a hole. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I guess it's just like, you know,
It's a bit like that, yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's easy to
Perspective
forget.
and
Yeah,
stuff, you
it's
know?
easy for me to forget that, like, oh, Sydney is like quite a well-known place in the world.
yeah, for sure. It was in Pacific Rim, bro.
Sure, yeah, totally.
Remember when
we hosted the Olympics?
Yeah,
like, at some point
in 2000, turn of the millennium. No one else gets to do that.
No,
We
no. Well, we'll see.
I'm going to say something really lame, but a lot of Marvel movies are recorded here.
Yeah?
I
Yeah.
love Marvel movies.
Nah, that's right.
Oh.
We're Marvel fanboys. Don't worry.
Well,
What does that mean?
find
Oh,
out more in the
you-
Plug Plus
yeah.
parts 1 and 2.
I mean, that was a decent bell curve. Like,
Yeah,
I think
that
it was
was
more
like-
positive than negative.
Yeah, no,
you know?
it was a positive thing. We ranked all the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go listen to that episode. That's
Yeah.
exciting. But you know, this is a good segue actually, because we were talking about something on the way up in the
Yeah.
elevator.
Oh,
you're like starting to work more as like in PR and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think that I've done a lot of, working, 4 jobs in hospo and retail
being there.
to do that, and I kind of just want to make what I'm doing around music no matter what I'm doing. Like, so I work 4 days a week as a private music teacher. I work
Cool.
3 days a week as as casually as at a bakery. I work 2 days a week at a PR agency, and then 1 day a week at a bar. So I'm kind of
That's like 10 days. I don't think there's that many days in a week. Last I checked.
He's
You can do
checking.
2 things at once.
Nah, not possible. Anyway, but yeah, no, I respect the hustle is all I can say. Because
And
this Sydney really do be. This is another diss on Sydney, which I mean, said we weren't going to do, but I'm doing it.
Okay.
Sydney really do be like, you have to have 4 jobs in order to survive.
It
Yeah.
is,
Yeah.
And but add musician and creative on top of that.
Yeah, legit.
Yeah.
Add like the actual thing you want to do on top of that,
Yeah.
and it's just like what?
You have to have 4 jobs, and then if you want to enjoy yourself, you have to have 1 job that you don't get paid for.
So true.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sucks. But you've been enjoying doing like the more PR
I really
stuff?
like it. I think it's, and why I studied at AIM a few years ago and I
yeah.
graduated, why I went into like the half contemporary, half management side is that I wanted to be able to not
so you like split the degree up.
well, they have a degree like that. So it's called arts
crazy.
management. So they do half of the
Sheesh.
contemporary course and then they do half of like the management.
That's insane.
James, see if you're listening. Take notes.
James, if you're listening,
yeah.
close down.
I hope James is listening at some regard.
Oh my gosh.
Funny. Sorry, we're just
No.
absolutely talking
Sorry.
smack here.
I
on the
heard James
podcast.
say, and all my neurons start fucking firing.
But no, they did that, and I guess that I really like PR. It's that I want to be able to not just be knowledgeable about the management stuff, but also be able to have that respect and that, like, for people
sure.
that are in that industry. And
Yeah.
I've seen, people that are creatives and they don't really understand that. And, there's so much appreciation and hustle and, for people that are like behind the scenes and, interviewing, doing like PR stuff. And
So
I
true.
really, and I
So
really
true.
like it. Yeah.
Those
Your life is-
people, gods.
Your life is so
heroes,
hard, man.
unsung.
Your life is so hard.
No, but I think that is a really good like perspective on it because
Yeah.
it's good to. I think the easiest way to understand how to be like I guess you could say a good PR agent or like a manager of any sorts like is being an artist yourself,
Yeah.
because like you understand exactly what they need
Yeah,
and
just like
what needs to be
having-
done and stuff like that.
When you're on like one of 2 sides, having a perspective from the other side will just improve you
Correct.
entirely.
Yeah.
It's like how like you work in hospo, and then like you can tell when you have a customer like who has not worked in hospital.
Yeah, for sure.
And then when you're at cafes, you like kind of clean the plates a little bit. You're like, I'm going to help you out.
Exactly. You're gonna like assist.
People,
Yeah.
There's like certain types of people in the world, and it's like it's obviously like translated to these like PR stuff, being on like the creative side, being on the logistics side, I guess you could say.
Yeah. It's
I hate
really
them
lovely.
both. I hate both sides. They're both awful. But I enjoy them. But they suck objectively. But I enjoy them objectively. But I enjoy them for sure. And
sure.
I'm not the only one, obviously.
For sure. What's the PR agency you work for again?
It's called Good Intent.
Hey,
So
plug. Ding that. We don't use the ding enough. Hold on. We're gonna get the ding. Hell yeah.
Yay.
Add one to the plug counter.
Great.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Good Intent.
It's lovely. They have an office dog
Whoa.
called Ruby. It's fluffy. I don't know the dog type, but Ruby.
Yeah, well plugged.
Thank you. Well plugged, Ruby.
That's awesome. I suck with dog breeds as well. So I imagine if you showed a picture, I would be like, yeah, cool.
I hung out with a work dog today as well.
Oh, nice. Where at?
A mechanic on Canterbury Road.
Hell yeah.
Have a dog.
Amazing.
They also have like cats and a cockatoo.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
A cockatoo.
Yeah, a cockatoo.
I have a cat.
There you
Oh,
go.
nice. We have a cat too.
We have a cat. Yeah.
What's your cat name?
Red Bull.
Red Bull. Nice.
He's psycho. He just goes like
Yeah, I was going to say, does he
crazy.
fly around everywhere?
Yeah. Nice.
Practically, and then he'll just like race. Like he was trying to chase me, and then he's like a dog. I can play fetch with him. I can make him sit for like chicken. It's a whole
funny.
thing. And then I remember he was like just speeding, and then he like flipped over the like laundry basket, and I was like, "Are you
Classic.
okay?" And he just ran away.
Yeah.
And then half an hour later, he's like,
They get
sleeping on me.
embarrassed. It's so
They
funny.
get so embarrassed.
It's so funny.
the clumsiest cat in the world.
Yeah. Clumsy cats. Cats are clumsy.
So what's I guess like this EP is happening. What's the next step after that? Like
Yeah,
what do you
what's
want to
the
what do you
next
want to
thing
do
around
like
the
straight
corner?
after? Like once you're like, okay, EP is done. Like
Yeah.
instead of relaxing, what are you gonna do?
I was gonna say, so this is actually the first time I'm talking about the EP, which is exciting. So this
Plugs
is the
first.
first EP plug.
Ding.
I got there.
But up until the EP, I've got another single coming out in October, and then
sick.
I'm going
Wow.
on tour. Actually, these are all things I haven't said
Announced,
anything
yeah.
about.
Well, this comes out next week, so if anyone's listening, you've got the first
first.
insider
Yeah.
scoop.
There you go.
But yeah, I'm on tour for 2 months technically. So
Sheesh.
it's there was 2 ways to approach it. It was either take a big like block of time and just go, but I can't do that because I work. So
Yes.
it's like weekend after weekend just blocked out. The one that I'm really excited for is that I'm going to a Byron Bay Beach hotel on the first weekend of schoolies.
baby.
Oh, no way. That's going to be loose.
I know.
Jesus.
I decided on the cover for it because I was like, I need to relate to these 18 years.
You're either gonna have a great time or a shit time.
I'm going to be doing a cover of a Weekend song. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I've got
Oh,
them.
nice.
I've got it.
You've got them hooked.
Yeah.
Come here, children. Let me play you some Weekend.
That's exactly what I was going to do. And then, EP, I'm going to try and get in February. And the goal is I'm going to want to do like one more gallery bar gig and then build my way up to like the Lansdowne hopefully next
That'd be
year.
awesome.
And then, just put some more like time into like doing some videos. I think that's something I've really wanted to do, but it's very much as an independent artist. You can't
Yeah.
choose between do you get the songs done, do you get the
Yeah.
visuals done.
Yeah, so true.
So
And it's like, how do I pay for all of it?
exactly.
My 4 jobs that don't pay anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
So,
Lansdowne's always the end goal, I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like
Once
it's
you
like
play the Lansdowne,
once you headline the Lansdowne.
Once you headline the Lansdowne, you like look at the time and you're like, oh, I've made it.
I guess I'm famous now.
No, awesome.
But that's what I want to do, and I really want to go overseas. So I'm with like a distribution agency called MGM, and they do like stuff in
Sick.
like Nashville as well. So
Oh man,
I want to go overseas. It's just it comes down as independent artists. You've just got to balance out
Yeah.
your finance, what you can do.
you must be patient.
I think I'm patient.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
It's always good to be patient.
I have no patience whatsoever.
Yeah, you don't.
You didn't have to
So,
fucking agree so
I
fast,
think-
man. God damn.
Yeah, you don't, bro. You fucking-
Yeah, you don't. Anyway, so
so last minute or
Yeah.
so of this segment. let's do some rapid fire plugs. Who are some people you want to shout out? Some friends you got, maybe?
I'd say the band. So
the band?
Yeah.
Name them.
Name the band.
I've got Evie on bass. I've got Ethan on guitar. Anthony on drums. And mind you, Anthony has to bring like a luggage, like a suitcase to every rehearsal because of all the gear.
Respect.
And then Mr. Lee on keyboard.
Hell yeah.
I was getting really excited because I'm like, hopefully the last person has like their name also starting with a vowel.
You know how like people say like name and shame?
Sure.
We should have it on the plug, name and fame.
Name and fame.
Where we go,
Wow.
name everyone in your band and shout them out.
Yeah, name and fame. That's nice. That's clever.
Nice.
That's clever.
Sick. Well, if that's
I thought there was absolutely no way you were going to land that as well.
I nailed it.
I thought you like I thought you started talking and didn't like think about the end goal.
Well, this would be the part where I say, let's give it on to Jack and move on. But
However,
the lightning round has come. It's upon us right now.
has reared its ugly head.
We'll explain it to you
Shakespeare.
and then we'll put the music on because the music puts you in the zone. So basically the lightning round is we're going to fire some rapid fire questions at you.
Is this like trivia?
It's trivia, but really dumb trivia.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of these questions have no real answer.
Arguably no real answer, yeah.
And they're just silly questions that you don't have to answer them like correctly by any means.
So you just have to answer them.
Just have to answer
Alright,
them.
I can do that.
Basically, got a minute to answer as many as you can.
Yeah.
Whoever's got the highest score at the end of the season wins a bit of
the highest
plug
right
shirt.
now is
Yeah.
Jack Nigger at
18. I think.
18.
17 or 18.
17
Yeah.
or 18.
Don't
maybe
quote me.
19,
I'll
who
work it
knows?
out
We'll
by the end
figure
of the
it out,
season.
whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Can I steal this water before?
Yeah,
this?
go have a
Okay.
sip. Put the music on.
I'm
That's what puts us
preparing.
in the zone. And get the timer up there, go. Timer?
Music.
Music.
Timer.
All right. Sarah, we're going to alternate as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright.
All right.
Looking at both.
We're going to hit you in 3, 2, 1. Sarah, who performs the Big Bang Theory theme song?
Wombat.
Now, good effort.
Is life really hard or are you just not trying?
Probably not trying.
Adrian or Marcus?
Marcus.
Drake or Josh?
Drake.
I'm blind and I want you to explain the color red to me.
Red's a great color. That's all you need to know.
Who is your
Oh, yeah.
favorite Community character?
The Childish Gambino character. I can't remember his name.
Based. What's the deal with aeroplane food?
Airplane food sucks.
Yeah.
Spell ICUP.
Cup.
Yeah.
Cup.
ICUP.
Ugh, gross.
fucking idiot.
Need something?
Pardon?
No.
What's your favorite Christopher Nolan film?
I can't tell you the film, but I'm just going to say a random thing. Let's go Transformers.
Nice.
Nice.
Are you aware of the existence of FIFA Core?
No, not at all.
Yeah, we'll tell you about it later.
Who's your favorite pop artist?
I would say Joss Taylor.
Oh, nice. Sauce in the fridge or cupboard?
Sauce in the fridge.
Nice. Best Zupa Duper flavor.
The bubblegum one.
What nights do you put the bins out?
Fridays.
Is music actually subjective?
Yes.
It's over. Oh, God. And you got a total of 16. So close. I was just like, oh, my God, oh, my God.
Oh my god, oh my god. I thought like you were dragging and then like the last like 7 you just like bang, bang, bang.
Well, because I was like, can I just answer anything? And then the first question came and I was like, I'm just going to say wombats. I'm just going to say stupid questions. I know that's
Yeah.
not the answer.
I love the knee something. Pardon? Yeah.
No, don't worry about it. No. I was you like caught me off guard. You were like, nah, and I was like, oh.
I didn't know how to, like, what to say. I was just like, move on. It's funny when, like, you know, there's a bit of a fumbled question because there's always like we don't even know what to do.
I'll just like say anything that comes to my head. I was
I wonder what the video is going to be like because you're going to be like, pardon? I'm going to be like, what?
I also like the explain the color red to me. It's good. That's all you need to know.
It's good. It's good.
That's honestly like one of the best answers.
Yeah, for that one, yeah. What was
I remember Jack's. This is a throwback to season 1, episode 1.
Wow.
Jack's answer to that question was angry.
oh no.
Sure.
I also like that I'm your favorite pop artist. Respect.
I was just like, there's so many that I looked at you and I was like, Joss.
That almost might be why you lost the win there because you like spent so much time trying to think and just looked at me and you was like,
Yeah.
Joss Taylor.
Favorite Christopher Nolan film is Transformers.
I like how you prefaced it with, I know this isn't right, but I'm saying it anyway.
But
I was like, I'm just going to say whatever it is.
it's Transformers. Don't care.
Transformers is a great movie.
Yeah, fucking earth.
Well, this is about the time where we.
Well, we'll actually come out now, so yeah, let's leave.
Thanks, Jack. Take us out. $61.
Wow. 49. 53. Oh, Sarah didn't get the answer.
No, it's okay.
Quick, say 53.
53.
Nailed it. Oh, hey, didn't see you there.
Hey guys.
Blah, blah, blah.
If you didn't know what that was, by the way, we were
Guessing how old Jennifer Lopez was.
correct. And that's how we came into this segment.
And nobody got it right. Except
Yeah.
Sarah.
I got it right.
She nailed it.
I just knew.
Not even Maddie got it right, and she was looking at the
That was pretty funny.
welcome back. Welcome back.
We're here for another lovely segment of the Plug Podcast.
The second segment, if you will.
Yeah, what will be what will be That's hard to say.
Go on.
What will we be talking about?
We are going to be talking about an album, as we do in every second segment. So
the song.
the question is obsolete.
What
album are you plugging today?
I love the yeah.
Thank you. The YA was I don't even know how that came to be. Also, what will we is hard to say, okay? Sorry. Lots of interruptions and messes up and stuff like that. But what album will you be plugging today?
I'm plugging my favorite album, which is by the artist Eden, called
Ooh.
Icarus.
Is it called Vertigo?
Vertigo.
Yeah.
Icarus is my favorite song. I was so straight. I was on that. I was like,
I almost just shout myself. I was like, we listened to the wrong album.
no. I had everything around in my head. I was like, wait.
You could probably see the panic in my face on video of me going, wait, what?
Great. Fantastic.
I'm like, he knows this.
That's my plug of the album. My favorite song's Icarus.
Off to
There we
it.
go.
What's your favourite song, Josh? Go.
Yeah, fuck,
Might as well.
Let's open with favourite songs. I think it's a tough one. I think I was going to go Wings.
Do you like it though? Like you could say if you don't like the album.
I don't know if I loved it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
That's right. I liked it more than I thought I would.
They're definitely I think there were songs that stood out more than the rest of them. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I think it's just because
Yeah.
in my brain I was I don't know. I was listening to the beat and I was and
The beat?
Yeah, the beat
Yeah.
and I don't know if I was just being super fucking picky, but I was I reckon there's 6 songs in a row where the beat is the same.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And because I'm a fucking idiot, I just let it take over, and I was just
Well, that's the thing. It's I love that album because of the way that it was the first, because I was committing an absolute sin because I never used to listen to albums from top to bottom.
Here we go.
Never used
Another
to
one
do
of them.
it. I wasn't. And
Another one of these.
Hey, but she was converted, all right? Let her finish.
I promise it gets better. But that was the first album where I could from top to bottom, and I did it when I was driving to Melbourne a few years ago, and I was
Cool.
this is insane. And I think that experience for me of I don't even know what time it was. It was pitch black, listening to this album from top to bottom, and I was I could just appreciate all the intricacies. I think that's
sure.
how you say that word.
Yeah, it's a good word.
Thank you.
Nailed it. You did better than Josh. That's for fucking sure.
What will we? It's hard to say.
What will we be? What will we be? Well, it is a bit hard to say. Sorry, go on.
No,
Sorry.
no, that's okay. And I think that's what I mean. It's it's a very particular album because everything can sort of feel the same almost, but it's for me, especially being someone that loves that sort of the way that the lyrical intent will come onto an album and the way that he blends the ending, the start of the songs, how that is kind of constructed. It's a lot of, especially when I listen to stuff, it's a lot of color.
Yeah.
And this album has a lot of color.
Yeah.
I love the album cover, in terms of just I feel like it perfectly suits the music that is played
I think that was that image was sort of just
in your head.
in my head the whole time. Yeah, for sure.
It just the album cover makes me feel I'm just showing it to the camera.
Yeah, they're going to be able to see
They're
that.
definitely gonna be able to see that. The album cover is totally just I don't know, desolate, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Wow, what a word, desolate.
And I feel a lot of the music here is desolate and a
Yeah.
bit
It feels,
depressing.
yeah, it feels like
a big open space.
Yeah,
but
a big open space.
I think if I'm gonna start getting into it.
Please do.
I think one of the things I really like about this album, Eden's an artist I've listened to before, in the past.
Really?
Yeah, I've definitely heard a few songs off this album before, I think, but I have not listened to anything since. I don't believe. And I think one of the coolest things about it is kind of the sound design, I suppose you could say.
Definitely.
Feels like a lot of the beats and I guess you could say song, like a lot of the song structures and stuff like that come together with like samples of like really interesting noises and stuff like that I'm just like, oh, that's so cool. Like I think it is the song Float. Where it's got like that kind of like beeping from like the car. And like I was at work today, just had it on, and I was like watching the music video, and it's like the whole music video is in a car, and I was like, I just put two and two together kind of thing.
And I love that stuff. I think that's like, he does it a lot, and he did it, his earlier music, because I found him on like a YouTube channel years ago.
That might be how I got around to it as well.
Mr. Suicide Sheep.
Oh, no.
It was like ages ago, and I think what I love about it is that like it comes across as depressing. And I was like, when I first heard it as well, I was like, this is fucking sad. But then the more I listened to it, I was like, I could see so much, like it wasn't depressing.
There's
it wasn't.
definitely
There's hope, and there's
I think there's like I feel like on a second listen, it would definitely, you'd see like it would be more uplifting rather than depressing.
And I love that,
sure.
like being able to listen to something again
in a
like,
different way.
Yeah.
My favorite song is Gold. Not that you asked me, Joss.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, I just got into it, like I said.
No, I understand. I understand.
No.
You could have objected, like I said. I was like, "Is it cool if I get into it, guys?"
And I'll make
I object.
I'll make a plug while I can, because I was like, I want to use the sound. I love.
You might want to use the sound.
I'm getting the sound. It's happening.
You might want to get
Speaking
that
of
ding
sound
ready.
design, one of a good friend of mine / artist / someone who produced his song, Yanni Adams
Yanni.
from Kyoshi.
Yeah, I know Yanni.
So
Absolutely plug him. I'm pretty sure he's been plugged before.
Yeah.
he's
By-
so sweet and insane, and we did a song together, which is going to be on my my EP in February. I'm trying to incorporate this.
Sorry, that was my bad. Sorry, I was panicking because it opened iTunes and I'm like, oh my god, Bro's gonna start playing. Fuck.
I love the silence as well. Like everyone listening to the podcast right now, it's just like
I was like looking at my laptop and Sarah was like pointing at the laptop and I was like,
Shit. But he does that a lot. Like when we recorded this one song, because I wrote the structure, the chords, and I knew how I wanted it to sound, and the way that Yanni produces, it's just so incredible, the way that he'll hear things and be like, well, how can we like manipulate that use that, and he's like insane with that sort of stuff.
I think because the guy that plugged in Marcus,
it was Marcus that did it. Thank you.
Season 2, episode 11. I think that's right.
Yeah.
11 sounds right.
He works a lot with Yanni because basically produces all his music, and he was saying like him and the drummer Stuart McPherson, plug that guy. Would like just be like picking out all these different things and be like, what can we use to make this crazy sound happen? And I just think that's cool. It's I love when the producer gets like involved,
into it,
you know?
Exactly.
You can tell when
feels like when someone gives like really cares, you know, about your music and your dream, I guess you could say. It's like that.
What's the word? Vision.
Your vision. Ding ding ding. So I think that's awesome that you I guess pulled a bit of inspiration from this album, and I really do hear like the Sarah Yagki influence throughout here as well. Like I think especially in the production realm, because the production on this album is like so cool, so unique, I guess you could say.
I love that.
When do you reckon was like the first time you listened to it?
The album or the artist?
The album. If it was on
the Melbourne trip.
Yeah, when was the Melbourne trip? I guess is my question.
I guess it would have been 3 years ago, but I don't know. The album that would have been released a little bit. Yeah. So not too long, but I remember listening to that the first time, but I didn't appreciate it as much as I could when I was in that space. But it was my first year of uni, so it kind of like set up the sphere of like what I wanted to be in terms of my sound, but I needed to find out what my own sort of sound was at the same time. And I think the newer stuff also will like, especially that song with Yanni, shows off that sort of vertigo inspiration. But 2018, I heard it for the first time, but to like really hear it was that Melbourne trip 3 years ago.
Right,
so it was insane.
No, nice. I think there's just like a lot of really cool production and stuff like that. And I really like I think he's got a very unique vocal delivery, you know what I mean?
He does.
One that's like kind of, I never really heard anything like it. And I think it's like a good demonstration of that is on the first song on the album, Wrong. I really like the kind of, it's just like, it feels like a Bon Iver song, or like Imogen Heap as well, like where they kind of do that crazy like vocal layering, and like, I know, I've always just wanted to make a song like that, and it's just like hearing it's like, damn,
just all the
so many vocal layers, like kind of got that cool auto-tune filter. It's not exactly like just like, you know, like T-Pain, like
no, but like it's like it's intentionally like subtle, but it's meant to be heard at the same time.
Correct. Exactly. And yeah, I think that's a really cool way to open this album as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said before, like the sound design, and I think that like just in general, the production is very like specific, I guess you could say, very particular in a way that I think really matches the entire vibe of like the songwriting.
And I love that, and I think that that's especially because with Eden's music, it's not as digestible, but the stuff that I write, I still, since I'm in pop, like I still want it to be digestible. And I think that what I try and carry on is like that sense of like being intentional.
Yeah.
And I really I love that about him, and I really try and do that as much as I can, like every sound, everything, being really intentional about it.
Yeah, like everything thought over, specific. Oh, wow. Sorry, I'm just looking up information about it.
Because I was literally just about to ask you about this. I was going to ask, before we ask the internet, what I guess genre would you say this album is?
Yeah, fun minigame. What genre do you think the internet is?
It's hard to like pin, but if I had to box it, I'd say like electro indie.
Oh, cool, yeah.
Maybe electro indie. This particular album, he's done like his song like Rock and Roll is like literally like much more guitar shreddy, and then he's got stuff that's completely electro. But this album, I'd say like electro indie, if I had to.
I think that's a really better, like so much better than what this website. What rate your music.
Don't use it. Apparently,
I mean it's good, but like it also is wrong, and I think it's very wrong here with its first genre tag being alt R&B.
Nah.
Like what it like. Never. I just feel like anything that's kind of a bit left of field in like the pop sphere is just everyone just goes, that's alternative R&B. Like nah,
it's not good.
Yeah,
it's not good.
It doesn't sound anything like R&B.
It's a bit gross.
Singer-songwriter is the second tag here.
I'd say singer-songwriter would be in there.
It's definitely more on the right track.
Yeah. Like alternative R&B is completely
different.
My beef with singer-songwriter is more with like the actual genre phrasing, because I just think it's a silly genre like name. It's like, I don't know, people can write their own music for like metal music and
I don't get it,
and sing it, and then aren't they technically a singer-songwriter?
What's the third one? Can we go? Is the third one?
Alt pop, which I think is probably the most accurate.
Yeah, that's all right. I'll take that.
I think it's like alternative pop, kind of like ambient pop, like glitchy pop.
Glitchy is a good word, I'd say.
There's some glitchy moments in here for sure.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, a lot of production has like this really weird like stutters and stuff like that, which is just like feels really cool.
There's this one part in like Icarus, which is my favorite song, and it's 6 minutes, and I'm like, it's insane how like for me it just flies past. But he does this thing in it where there's a vocal line, but he like chops it up into like, he says something about a phone call, and it goes into like a phone call effect, and then it comes back down into like his normal voice, and then back into someone else's voice. It's like this whole line that just smoothly goes through that, and I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, all of it is self-produced, correct?
Yeah. All self-produced and wrote.
Also really cool. And I just think it's awesome, like how loose the song structure feels as well. Like you said, like it's like a 6 minute song. It's like nothing about this is conventional. So
there's a nearly 7 minute song in here, like the 6 minute 45 one.
It's like a decently long album as well. For like a
50
pop album in the pop sphere. 52 minutes.
Yeah.
And it doesn't exactly feel like 52 minutes.
Yeah, it like crossed over to 45 and Rate Your Music was like, it's getting an alt. It's getting an alt in front of it. Sorry, I had to make the rules. Yeah.
That's funny.
That's actually so true. What the fuck? I love that.
Here was the other thing that surprised me. Where do you think Eden is from? If you know, don't spoil.
I won't tell.
I want to see what Diego thinks.
This is a wild guess.
Okay, go for it.
South Korea.
Oh, that's a crazy guess. He's from Ireland.
Ireland?
From Dublin, Ireland.
Sure. That's a really good impression, man. Just keep doing it.
Oh, no.
But you knew I was about to keep doing it.
No, I don't.
But he doesn't sound Irish. But like, I guess he's never really speaking, is he?
No.
He's kind of just singing his heart out.
There's a great YouTube video about why Scottish people don't sing with their Scottish accents.
Oh, wow.
Everybody.
I need to watch that. That sounds interesting.
It's so
I think
good.
you just played.
I think you need to do that.
Go watch that.
And it reminds me of a friend that actually I don't want to spoil too much, but may or may not be on this season of the podcast, named Ben Keeley. Shout out, plug Ben. One of the $7 patrons, actually. What a legend.
He gets 2 dings. There we go.
He's also from Ireland, but like,
wow,
doesn't sound Irish at all, and
That's
it's like
crazy.
really confusing. Like I remember I saw him at a gig once, and I was like, with him and Arik, who may or may not also be coming on the podcast. He
Give me a workout.
he was like, yeah, try and guess what his like, nationality is, and like I'll give you like, 50, like we'll see how long, like he basically is like, I'll get like, time you to see how long you take, and then like I'll let you know how well you've done compared to other people. And it took me like 20 minutes.
Oh,
I was just like guessing countries. I was like, it got ridiculous at points. I was like,
Did you guess
Vietnam,
South Korea?
Yeah.
and it was just like, how is it none of these?
Nah.
I thought I had him with Canada.
You just forgot
Canada,
Ireland.
you idiot. And he's like, no.
You just forgot about Ireland.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Fair enough, man.
it just happens.
There's definitely like people that make it more obvious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. So we kind of already did favorite tracks. I love that we started off with that.
We did.
Nice. That's different.
We never really
unusual.
do. Are there any other like top tracks that are like ones that really stand out for you that you like just love?
From the album, I actually really like Float. Like that.
Oh, that was another one that was good. Like,
really,
in my
really good.
possible top 3, I guess you could say.
Float, Icarus, Crash.
Crash is really good.
Is really, really good.
I think Crash is the one that has like it has like samples of like it
Yeah.
sounds like a car crash.
Yeah.
Like like a window being smashed.
Definitely does. Yeah.
And like on a first listen, it was like just like, oh, whatever. And then like, like I said, when I was watching the music video, I think it kind of like expanded my mind a bit. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
I need
like,
to start watching music videos, man.
yeah, like I don't know. I'm not much of a music video guy either, but I feel like this like watching the video helps me
Yeah.
understand the album a bit more. And
I
I was
used to
like,
be, like-
damn, maybe
I
I
used to
should
be-
start doing this.
A huge music video guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just put it down one day. I don't know why.
Pick it back up.
I should. It's a big part of it. I've just not explored for some reason.
Like, we're all like TikTok and things like that. Everything's like a 15-second
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
attention spam now. So
I listen to all my music in the car as well. So
Yeah.
it's like I can't possibly watch it.
It's just like in the car. Just like,
Honestly,
oh,
like
crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, I probably would if there wasn't like a Bluetooth layer. Like I straight up would.
Well, they have like fucking TV screens in cars.
Yeah.
And everything. Like,
Yeah.
not even in just the back seat for the kids.
No.
It's like right there.
It's
in
like
front.
a
I
You
want
can
one
play
of
chess in
those.
Teslas, bro. Like, that's the thing you can do.
You can play what?
Like they
Chess.
have like chess and
Really?
like all these kind of games you can load up and stuff like that, because like the car can drive itself for like,
to a certain extent.
to an extent. So when it's doing that,
Yeah.
good old Elon was like, what are the people going to do?
Play chess.
Play chess.
Fucking
Genius.
nerd.
Freaking nerd.
Freaking nerd, man.
But yeah, cool. Lots of good songs on this album by Eden.
Are you into like any other of his stuff or like?
Yeah, I so the song that I released started last year would be now This Won't Hurt. I directly got inspired production wise by his song Sex, which has like these open like big like tom fills, and I was like,
sick.
I want that.
Some of that.
Yeah.
Give me some of that.
So if you listen to like This Won't Hurt, you can see the influences of his song Sex onto that.
Second most streamed song. on
Thank you,
Spotify.
Joss, for that.
Followed by, in front is XO.
I like that one. It's very simple, but I can see why it's like it's probably the most digestible song.
Gotcha.
But the first song that I listened to was a song called Gravity, and what they did on this YouTube channel was they put all these like independent artists like work on their like for the video. So
yeah.
it wasn't like motion, but it was just a still frame. And I remember it was like a glitchy sort of dark blue, light blue sort of image, and it was just someone like falling from the top, and it just gave like such a perfect like image
Yeah.
of this song, and I fell in love with it
Seems,
so much.
Yeah,
like
gotta love that.
seems like Aiden has well and truly like found like the
niche.
ability to
Yeah.
like the ability to like listen to something and be like, what does this look like? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Exactly.
visualizing
Yeah,
stuff.
it feels like that's
Yeah.
something that keeps coming up.
I know it is a really cool album. I think like because we're running out of time here, but I'd say like my final thing I'd say on it is like I don't think I've heard anything like it before in my life, and I just think it's really cool to listen to something that's just like entirely unique. And I accidentally just played a song. I'm gonna pause it. And it's just I just like unique music, unique New York. I can't
You can
even
say that, but like
I barely said it, but like so yeah, shout out to more unique music.
Fuck
Go out at the box and
Yeah.
write something like Eden and
See the box?
visualize it. And
Leave
stuff like
it.
that. Yeah,
Walk
Leave.
away from the box.
Walk away from the box.
I'm keen to check their like latest stuff out because I'm interested to see what direction it's gone in from there.
Yeah.
It's gotten even weirder.
Yeah.
Great.
Like, yeah.
Good job, Eden.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Like when an artist is like, okay, I've found my footing. Now I get to be weird.
Yeah.
Awesome. If any last words, Diego, before Sarah has her last words on the album? Have we swayed you?
I'm buffering. Hang on.
See the fingers like just.
I think
buffer.
I think from the sounds of it, I feel like the visuals of it are extremely important to the whole experience.
I guess
so maybe
so, yeah.
I need to check that out.
Yeah.
You know? I think like in general, this is my sign to say like I need to watch more music videos.
Hey, maybe, yeah. But it's all right to not like stuff.
I can think I'm
Just
not
release
kidding.
it.
I can think of 2 music videos I've seen in the past like 2 years.
Yeah, true.
Both of them are 21 Pilots.
Ah, there you go.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how it works.
that's how it works, I guess.
Yeah. Last words on the album, Sarah, before we have to leave
Yeah.
it.
What's convince me to listen to this album. Convince the listeners to listen to this album in like a sentence. I saved it. I saved it.
But it was
I
just like...
saved
I think that you should listen to Eden's album Vertigo if you want to chuck on headphones and feel like you can completely block out everything else around you for an hour.
Sounds pretty good to me. With that, let's let Jack take us out with another of his infamous lickage.
All right, listener, it's time for you to pick a lick. Number 13, number 12, yep, you got it.
Hey guys,
Wow.
welcome back.
That's crazy.
This is a good gag for the video podcast of my shirt. Supposed to do this last time because I had to jump around in the first couple minutes, but and the first couple minutes, the
Just
first
has
20
a really
minutes.
cool shirt on. That's what he's trying to get.
Yeah, if you want to know what it means, I'm glad you asked, listener. So basically, it's from that episode of SpongeBob.
I wasn't gonna ask.
I don't know the exact episode. That would be good if I did.
It's like the first season.
It's definitely first season, season 1, like at least the first 3 seasons. But when like SpongeBob's procrastinating inside, he needs to get like an essay done, but he's just can't get it done. Like been there before.
And then he starts.
And he's like this big montage of him writing like crazy madman, and he's like, wow, finished, and then he like lifts it up and it's just this. And he's like, well, I'm having a break.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if that ain't a mood, I don't know what is.
I remember there was an anime that did a really similar bit. Really, really similar bit.
Is it Death Note with the I take a potato chip
No, it's not
and
Death
I
Note.
eat
It's
it?
not Death Note. It's
fair
I
enough.
think it's a Soul Eater.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, it was like this this student who has like really bad OCD, and he's like he spends the entire exam writing his name perfectly and like filling it in bold and stuff. Yeah. Same bit.
Anyway, plug podcast? What's up?
Plug podcast. We are here. We are plugging. We are podcasting, and it's time
To play a fun game. Returning to this one already.
Yeah, we said that we weren't going to play it this season, and
now
this
we're doing it
is
twice in a row.
Twice in a row. Here it is.
Spotify game, Spotify game, the Spotify game, the Spotify game, the Supreme Chord of Music.
Done. Chord is now in session.
Hear ye. Chord is now in session.
Sarah already knows the rules because we explained it, but we'll explain it for the listeners in case you don't know the rule.
In which case,
Go back and listen to a few of the other episodes because it's,
It'll come up.
fun stuff. Basically, we've picked a playlist. This time, it's not a playlist by me, which kind of sucks, but that's all right. It happens. It is modern... I did it. Modern pop hits. I don't know why I'm doing it that way, but modern pop hits by the Tang Mang.
Sure. I think your calling now, Joss, is to just make all the playlists that we ever use for Spotify.
For Spotify
games.
game? All right. Say less.
Okay,
Right.
cool, done. You need to explain the rules.
So we pick a playlist. We picked this one.
Yep, it's done.
Modern pop hits because we were like, let's try and get something fun. And a lot of them aren't even
Tang
modern. Lots of fucking songs in here. We hit shuffle and we get an artist. So let's do an example. I've got Lizzo. You've turned down.
I've got Justin Timberlake.
So now we have to be like, who do we think's cooler, better, awesomer, Justin Timberlake or Lizzo?
Yeah.
I would go probably JT.
I'd go JT.
So we would agree. And now Lizzo sucks forever.
Yeah, yes.
And that's how it works.
The rule is that like whoever gets voted out, objectively bad music.
For the rest of their lives. Even if it was
Everything
like
they've made,
close, even
everything-
if you're like, you were a fan, not anymore.
Everything
anymore.
they've made is retrospectively bad music.
Yeah.
And if we disagree on anything, unlike that situation there, Diego and will kind of be the deliberator. The swing.
The swing, yeah.
Yeah.
The speaker,
The speaker.
yeah.
Mr. Speaker.
That's,
Anyway,
that's what I do.
let's just get right into it.
Fuck yeah. All right.
All right. I've got Christina Aguilera.
I've got Nick Jonas.
Nick Jonas and Christina Aguilera.
Nick Jonas has that one song.
Apparently called Jealous.
No, that's not the one.
He's got 2 songs.
But Christina Aguilera has done stuff.
Say something.
I don't love Christina Aguilera.
I mean, I can't say I'm just reading her songs now, being like, oh, that's what she sings. You know? Like, I can't say I know her that well.
There's absolutely no way I like Nick Jonas more.
I was going to say, like, maybe if it was Jonas Brothers, that's
that would be a contender. But Nick Jonas, like
Nick Jonas is alright, but
I think I'll pick Christina Aguilera purely because I know she's a really good singer. You know?
Okay,
I'll pick Christina Aguilera.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Look at us go.
Thus decided.
No arguments.
first agreement.
Old mate Joe Jonas. Was it Joe or Nick?
Nick Jonas.
You suck.
Nick Jonas, more like bad Jonas.
Oh, bazing.
Get burned. Next.
All right, next artist. Do you want to go first?
I've got Alicia Keys.
Oh, I've got Sia.
I vote for Elite. Oh, I'm not
You
voting.
don't have a vote, bro.
Sorry.
I like Sia's songs more, but I think Alicia Keys has done like more. But Sia's a songwriter.
Sia is a songwriter. She's also Australian.
She is a shame.
And she also famous for giving she created her own prize money thing for Survivor, basically, where at the end of Survivor season she would show up at the like reunion and be like, I'm going to give you the Sia award, basically, and she gives them like 10 grand.
Fuck yeah.
And that was crazy. I don't think she does it anymore, but that was a crazy period of time because she was just a huge like Survivor fan.
Fuck yeah.
And every time she would be on, like she would have like a Sia hair, like and like her face just wouldn't be showing. I'm like, funny as fuck, like awesome. And that's my tidbit.
Apparently,
I'm picking Alicia Keys.
So that's Alicia Keys.
Are you Alicia Keys as well?
I'd probably pick Sia.
Now it's fun.
Wow. Alicia Keys.
You kind of spoiled it before, didn't you?
I did spoil it a little bit, but I just know that Sia is like a little bit renowned for being a bit fucking strange.
How so?
She like there was like a thing where people were like, "Is this problematic?" Where she like adopted like 2 Somalian kids. I think, Maddie.
You're thinking of her making that whole movie about autism.
That also, yeah.
Okay, I didn't even think of that.
Well, yeah, I don't even know about any of that, but I still just pick Alicia Keys. I like Alicia
I
Keys.
also still pick Alicia Keys regardless of personality.
Dun dun dun.
Damn, rest in peace, Sia.
Sorry, Sia.
Bye,
Sia, more
Sia.
like Sia.
That was good. Keep it rolling.
Thanks. All right, yeah. Give me another one. Go.
Alright, my next one is Sam Smith.
I've got Ariana Grande.
I'd go Ariana Grande.
Sam Smith's one of those artists that everyone always goes, you should listen to Sam Smith because he's kind of... No, it's Sam Fender. Never mind. I pick Ariana Grande.
We agree to agree.
I'll agree to agree.
Ariana Grande.
Yeah. I don't know.
Next, I
Sam
guess?
Smith, is that the... What does Sam Smith even sing? Like the... Say something...
Stay with me.
Oh, stay with me. Ugh.
And then he sings like the la 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 la. Yeah.
Nah, there's actually Ariana Grande songs I like, so I'm picking Ariana Grande.
I hate to be that guy, but for those of you unaware, Sam Smith, they, them?
Ah,
Yeah.
my bad. Sorry.
That's all right. I would have forgotten too if I was talking about the music.
I just didn't even know.
No, yeah, that happens. That happens.
My bad.
Next.
Who? Okay. Cool.
Okay.
I got DJ Khaled.
I got Janelle Monáe.
Who's Janelle Monáe?
Okay, I can skip. I got Justin Timberlake. I mean, JT. I mean, yeah, we could say DJ Khaled's bad music, but everyone already knew that anyway. So
We the worst music. Moving on.
never has a statement been more false before than we the best music. No, in fact, we the worst.
We the worst music. Moving on.
Who?
Oh, I got Beyonce.
I got Bruno Mars.
Wow, this is going to create an argument.
Have fun with this one, guys. See you later.
Diego's just going to leave the room. He's out here. I'm going to go Bruno, probably.
I'd actually say Bruno too. I love Bruno Mars, but Beyonce's great. But
Beyonce's
Bruno Mars,
fantastic too.
Have you heard his voice? Did you not feel
Thank
Grenade?
God I didn't have to be involved in that.
Well, like, yeah.
What
I
would
feel
you
like
say?
Bruno Mars.
Okay.
if I, like, yeah. I mean, if there's any, like, listeners of last season, there was an episode we played the Spotify game and it was Bruno Mars versus, 21 Pilots. And I still picked 21 Pilots. Oh,
Yeah.
no, it was Beyonce versus 21 Pilots and I still picked 21 Pilots. So, like, I feel like it's a pretty easy win for me. But
Yeah.
I do quite enjoy the new Beyonce album. I think it's really interesting.
Same. So do I.
Good direction for her to go in.
Yeah,
I believe.
great.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, just really cool. Didn't expect Beyonce to do that.
Neither.
So,
After
Never.
her single lady.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck
So,
yeah.
All right, next one.
Beyonce.
I am. Where did it go?
This song
Ran
man.
away. All right. Modern pop hits. We've got a. There we go. We're back. All right.
We're back.
I got Post Malone.
I've got Sean Kingston.
Post Malone.
So I think we're talking about, yeah, honestly,
Sorry, I'm going straight to the answers.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
know
okay.
one
That's
Sean
all right.
Kingston song, and he says some pretty conflicting stuff in it, but it's like, it's just funny.
Just made maybe the funniest joke I've ever heard before, and it went completely over my head like
Please repeat it, 'cause I
2
don't
days ago.
remember
I was like, Sean Kingston came up in conversation, and I was like, I think he killed someone, and you were like, yeah, himself. And it went over my head. It was probably
Yeah, you were just like, huh?
it was probably the funniest joke like I've ever had to like revisit and be like, oh,
That's what he meant.
You
Yeah.
got me suicidal.
yeah.
Sean Kingston really said he's going to kill himself.
No, I
because
think he
golden
did
white.
murder a person.
Yeah. Yeah, crazy.
Anyway, who do you guys pick?
I don't really love either of these guys.
I don't love either, but like Post Malone.
Post Malone's probably just a lot more like, I don't know, like involved, more developed as an artist, you know?
That's
Yeah.
facts.
More interesting, I suppose you could say. Like,
I don't think he's been arrested either.
Yeah, and nothing against Sean Kingston, but like, what else has he done other than Beautiful Girls? And I guess Eenie Meenie.
How's Eenie Meenie go? Anyone?
I might play it for a little bit. I think I know it. Featuring Justin Bieber. Oh my god, that
Oh, this one. Eenie, meenie, mine. Is it that?
Yeah. Okay, anyway. All right,
I still pick Post Malone.
Yeah, same.
But honestly,
Let's move on.
Couldn't think of a Post Malone song I really love. So it's Dire Straits is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
And no, I don't mean I'm picking Dire Straits. I mean it's
Dire Straits are not modern pop hits.
yeah. Oh, cool. I don't know how that's happened twice now. Like I opened the playlist, hit shuffle, and gotten Mariah Carey.
I have, I'm going to get this name wrong. Courtney Bailey Ray, but she's the girl that does like Put Your Record On.
Oh, okay. I can work off that.
That's okay.
Or Mariah Carey. I think I'm gonna pick Mariah Carey, but
Yeah, like
I-
the.
girl. Yeah. I actually quite like that song as well.
I like the song too, but I was going to say Mariah.
Yeah.
Yep,
I
Mariah
think
Carey.
Mariah Carey just more of a renowned artist. But I keep losing the playlist.
That's what I just did before. I was like, it's gone.
Oh, cool, interesting one from here.
Go. Yep. I got Calvin Harris.
Oh, I got Miley Cyrus. It's not easy.
I think Miley Cyrus right now is like sick. I think
Yeah.
there was like, there's been a journey with Miley Cyrus.
So true. But I have not listened to the Plastic Hearts album yet, and I feel like I should really get into it.
Go check out Maddie and I's review of Plastic Hearts in the Plug Facebook group now.
Yay.
What did you guys score it?
Like a 6 or something.
Oofed.
Really?
Damn.
Compared to Calvin Harris, I guess. Oh, but Calvin Harris is like,
Look,
Just
Calvin Harris has bounce, man. That song bounces, bro. I honestly feel like I'm just gonna pick Calvin Harris because of that song.
yeah.
apparently his biggest song is One Kiss Is All It Takes by
Yeah.
like Dua Lipa.
Yep.
What else has he
One of the
got?
early ones that I really disliked.
Yeah.
Potion, Stay With Me. What? Is that
Who
not?
knows? Who knows?
Calvin Harris does have bounce.
Maybe
right?
I would go for Miley Cyrus. This doesn't matter, but
Does
maybe I
Calvin
would go
Harris have bounce? I can't see bounce. Am I?
for- I think you have another male DJ.
Maybe.
Very possible.
Maybe? Oh no, 18 months he would be in bounce. Yeah,
We're
bounce.
doing research.
Okay.
Bounce. There.
Bounce
we go.
Yeah.
is careless. It's the ones like. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Bounce.
you can't beat that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Calvin Harris too.
I think that's what we
Bounce.
call an unbeatable song.
That's what
Yeah, it's one of those.
happens,
That's a
yeah.
sweeper.
It's a sweeper.
Yeah.
Like Miley Cyrus could have released the greatest album ever, like recently with that Plastic Hearts, but like Bounce.
Bounce.
Da-da-da-da. Yeah.
Man, I haven't heard Bounce in like it's been too long since I've heard Bounce. Why
And
does nobody play
like
it?
I said, it kind of bops.
Kinda goes hard,
Like
yeah.
kind of overlooked in terms of like pop bangers from like the 10s and the
Yeah.
the 2000s. I'm pretty sure Calvin Harris has worked on some stuff with Frank Ocean as well.
Probably.
and that's
That
pretty
sounds about
based.
right.
Like I dare you to name a single thing Miley Cyrus has worked on with Frank Ocean. Yeah, exactly.
She's worked with other people though.
True. I mean, that's what people do. They work with other people. Anyway, I've got Adele.
I've got one that I don't know.
You can skip it if
No, modern pop hits, but I've got an Evanescence.
That's a modern pop.
Yeah, you reckon? I love Evanescence.
Modern pop. Look, questionable name for your playlist, Tang Mang.
The Tang Mang.
But either way, you've created a compelling competition between Evanescence and Adele.
I'd go Evanescence.
I'll probably go Adele, to be honest.
Really?
Wow.
Oh, here we go.
I
Yours.
don't love Evanescence. But I don't exactly love Adele either. But I think,
Yeah.
Did you listen to Adele's new album?
nah, I've never listened to an Adele album.
You should listen to it.
She's incredible, but it's just like personal preference.
Yeah,
for
for
me,
sure.
Yeah.
I just think, I've listened to more Adele, and I think I've listened to more Adele and gone, oh, like, this is cool, you know? Whereas, like, with Evanescence, like, I've never been a big pop punk guy, so, like, I don't think I really connected with it as much as, like, you know, other people have.
Is that pop punk? Is that what that is?
Evanescence, I'd say it's, like, kind of emo, like, alt metal, probably.
It was like, it was in this very weird era, you know, like Skillet.
That should be a game we invent where we find a song that is just like so genre defined that we go to people. What do you think is the most like the biggest genre tag for this song?
Maybe we should just steal Family Feud and play it on.
That's a good idea. Yeah, like
just ask the pluggers. The Facebook group. Interesting. We'll get back to you on that.
What are you going to pick?
I think because like I have, you know, very fond memories of Evanescence in the past. Adele sort of has more sustain in the way where she has just come up more over time.
Yeah.
And I think I like Adele more.
Crazy.
I definitely like Adele more.
I think.
Yeah.
I definitely like Adele more.
Well,
so
there you go.
Evanescence, wake me up, more like put me to sleep.
Youch.
Move on before people realize that was a bad joke.
All right, I've got one that I don't think could possibly win. So let's see how we go.
I got go for it.
Macklemore.
I got Gwen Stefani.
Easy. Gwen Stefani.
Gwen Stefani.
Do we even need to talk about this?
We don't need to talk about that. I just did Sweet Escape as a cover a couple of days ago.
Yeah. Fucking awesome. Does anyone remember when Macklemore beat like Kendrick? He beat Kanye. He beat like someone else ridiculous for like hip hop album of the year in like 2012.
Really?
Like it was kind of like the most stacked lineup of albums. I think Jay-Z was in there as well with 444. And Macklemore was like the one that everyone was like, oh, well, that's not going to win.
There's no way that was
And it
2012.
won. I'm pretty sure. 2013 maybe.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, gross.
Yeah, and that's forever haunting me. I don't ever want to talk about Macklemore.
Mackle-less. Moving on.
Oh, got him. Maroon 5.
Lady Gaga.
Oof. Give me
Interesting thoughts. I want to hear everybody's thoughts on these.
Give me Gaga. I don't think Maroon 5's released anything good since their like first album.
I
Cha-ching.
really liked like old Maroon 5, like older stuff.
Like everybody does, you know.
But
everybody likes old Maroon 5.
well, that's what I mean. I'm like, do I base my judgment off old Maroon 5?
Do you like it enough? You know, that's the real question. Is it good enough?
I love Maps, like those songs, like that era.
Maps is
cool.
So unfortunately to me, like I feel like I shouldn't like the song, but every time it plays, I'm like, fuck me, this is so catchy.
It's so catchy.
It is like irritatingly catchy. It's ridiculous.
I know. I'm gonna throw a curveball. I'm gonna go Maroon 5.
No, respect.
I'm gonna do
Respect that.
I think, the only reason I can't go Maroon 5 in this situation is...
Their new stuff is like, meh.
And like, I don't know, songs like, what's the Moves Like Jagger one? Like, irritating.
That wasn't Maroon 5 though, was it? Oh, maybe it was.
It was Maroon 5, yeah, with Christina Aguilera.
There you go.
Yeah.
And like Payphone. Oh, like
You don't like Payphone.
it just, I don't think I like Adam Levine's voice that much. And I think on songs like Payphone, it for me is where it's at its most like irritating, you know?
I have another anecdote for everybody.
Go.
Adam Levine, great guitar player.
Oh, yeah.
He performed, I want to say it was like Purple Rain, like at like a Super Bowl or something, and he nailed the solo.
Shit, yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Just
I
nailed
was going to say he also plays in in Queen now, but that's Adam Lambert.
And Adam Lambert. Yep.
So I'm just correcting myself live on the podcast.
Great. You could have moved on without but
yeah, I had to expose myself.
no, I respect that.
You gotta
didn't-
choose though.
I don't
I
even
still
remember
haven't
who the
chosen.
other person was.
Lady Gaga.
Oh, yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go Gaga.
I'm going with Gaga.
That's okay. Look at all mine. They're just gone. I've
Yeah.
got like a collection of them now.
That's funny. I just got Gaga.
Ah.
Oh,
I've got Lord.
I've got Lil Nas X. Wow, that's tough.
Deliberate. Go. Who's taking first position?
Your eyes say no, but
I don't know. It's tough. I think I'm gonna probably have to go Lord in this one. Despite really liking both of these artists, there's just a lot more of Lords that I've connected with on like a more personal level, whereas like Lil Nas X is more of just like this song bangs, you know?
I love both artists.
Yeah.
But the one that's connected with me more is Lil Nas X.
Oh, respect. You got to have like the juxtaposition.
I know.
Okay.
This is also the remix of Billy Ray Cyrus, so there's points for that as well, I think.
Yeah. God,
I just like who he is as like an artist and like.
I think if of like modern pop artists, I think he's dominating and like in a way where like he connects the visuals.
I really
like well with his music, but like obviously nothing like Aiden in the way he does it, but like just
I get what
similarity
you mean
like,
though. Yeah.
I don't know, like the vote did come to me, right? Yeah, it did, right?
Yeah, it's all on you.
Okay, so I don't know if it's Lil Nas X's music that like I really, really enjoy more than say Lord's, but I think it's just like
personality.
Yeah, I think his whole like artistry is like wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree.
And like I just think like what he sort of did with Montero, right? That's the name of the album.
Yeah.
Yes. I think what he did with that is sort of like I don't know, it felt like a real like it felt like music for a second like hit a peak. you know what I mean? It felt like pop music was leading up to that in a sense, and now that that's done, we can move on sort of thing. That's sort of how like that's my headcanon for Montero.
I feel like I somewhat agree. I feel like Montero surprisingly hasn't really like stood the test of time. I know it's only been out for like probably like not even a year.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it in full.
But like I feel like it was big at the time it came out, but I feel like it's not really spoken about. Probably not nearly as much as it should be. I feel like it should be spoken about.
Like honestly,
and it kind of surprises me that not many people like. It's kind of like however many. Let me actually find out.
It's probably not like spoken about as much as like heroin or something. Like that. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
The album, Joss.
Yeah, I know. I worked it out. I was like, what? Oh, right.
I did honestly like
almost a year ago now it came out. So
I honestly quite enjoyed Solar Power.
Yeah.
I honestly quite liked it.
A lot of people, were hanging shit in Solar Power, but there was a lot about it I loved.
Yeah, there was a lot about it. I was like, this is cool. I can get behind this. It's great music to cook to. I discovered. Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna go with Lil Nas X.
Damn.
Yeah,
I got
Rest
to
in
win.
peace, Lord.
yeah. So I got to win.
Let's go one more.
One more, hey?
I got a big one, and we're almost out of time.
All right, I want to click shuffle. I want to get a big.
Get a big one.
Yeah,
get a big one. If you don't like it, move on.
Okay.
Who'd you get?
I got Madonna.
I just also got.
I got Madonna as well. What song? Ray Lett?
Beautiful Stranger.
Never mind. I'll find someone else, but we will go with Madonna. I gotta find someone better I gotta find a worthy opponent.
You skipped that last one.
All right, we'll go back. Black Keys. The Black Keys or Madonna?
I'm gonna say one that I don't think. I'd go Black Keys.
Wow.
I'd go Black Keys.
I did not expect that. I'd probably go Madonna.
I would expect the opposite from us.
Yeah, honestly, same. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I never loved the Black Keys really that much. Like, I know they're fine.
My guitarist loves Black
Yeah.
Keys, like shirts. I've just listened to Black Keys more, and I'm like,
Yeah, I think I haven't even listened to that much Madonna, but like in the same realm, I haven't listened to much Black Keys. But I
Yeah.
think I'd be more excited to listen to a Madonna project than a Black Keys one. I feel like I could get more out of a Madonna project, and I think obviously Madonna's got a huge legacy. So
yeah, that's
This
true.
is this is my thing. Like, I think I honestly don't love Madonna's music, but it's the same. But it's a similar thing where it's like she is such like an icon.
Yeah.
And I, to be honest, don't really get why.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, but I tried listening to the Black Keys' latest album, didn't finish it.
Yeah. I don't know if that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, like rock bands in 2022.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's sort of like I got through a few songs and I was like, meh.
So maybe you do need to do Madonna. Is that the
Maybe
Yeah.
I do. Maybe I need to look into more Madonna. You know what I mean? I don't know who to pick because like both of them I'm pretty like meh about. You know what I mean? I did just cover Lonely Boy like
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Do we abstain and go to another one?
Whoa, that's a huge
Or do we
call.
take it to another judge?
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I know. No, I don't know.
Is that allowed? Did I just break the fourth
I
wall?
like it. Does Maddie have an opinion on these matters?
I'm gonna go Black
Wow.
There you go.
Whoa.
You heard it here first. Maybe, I don't know. You probably
Maddie
heard that.
hates Madonna.
She's so annoying.
She's so annoying.
Have you seen the video of her like getting the cape ripped off and she goes with it?
No.
No, that sounds funny.
Go look up the video of Madonna getting a cape ripped off her and she goes with it. It sounds pretty funny.
It does.
And with that, Madonna sucks. And
Madonna sucks.
that is the end of the episode.
Wow.
Wow. We've made it. We've made it. How crazy.
Thank you guys for having
No,
me.
that's all right.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Where can we find Sarah Yagki on the social medias?
So it's all under Sarah Yagki, Sarah with a H, Yaggi with a K.
No D. There's no D in
No
there.
D.
No D.
Or no H.
No H.
But yeah, on
It's supposed to be,
Spotify,
but
Instagram. Instagram is mainly the one that I like using the most.
Yeah.
Same with everyone else.
We all know what happened to
Exactly.
Facebook today.
What happened to Facebook today?
This is for the whole, to break the fourth wall. The Facebook, for some reason, every time somebody would post to you could post like to a band's page as if it were like a group.
Whoa.
Did you not see this?
And
No.
Eminem, I saw something like someone
Yeah.
posting that. I did see that.
It broke. So like right now, I'm pretty sure. Last time I checked, about 20 minutes ago, all like newsfeed was just disabled. It was only suggested for you and like sponsored.
Wow.
Yeah. So it broke. Like Facebook broke for like a solid like hour or something.
Facebook's, been in the shitter for a while.
That's how we.
It's pretty funny. I got some really good memes because people were just posting like the most cursed, like rare stuff.
Yeah.
So I got some good shit out of it. So I'm pretty happy.
Facebook went
This
into
is a gripe
Reddit.
I can leave off camera, but that's all right. And yeah, nice. Sweet.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Should we get dancing?
Oh yeah.
Dancing.
Take us out, dance music. So
Headphones off?
headphones
Yeah.
off.
Vanzo.
Get in the corner and we're gonna.
I go in the corner. I'm going. Right in the corner?
Thank you, everybody, for listening to this week's episode of the Plug Podcast with Sarah Yagki. We are well and truly underway for Season 3, and of course, thank you to ProPodcast Production for letting us use their space and equipment and producers and the whole lot. Check out their Instagram, at ProPodcast Production, and while you're there, check out our Instagram, at itstheplug._, at itstheplug._. We also have a TikTok, go check that out, at plugtalk_ with the O as a 0, you get it. Check out the Facebook group, of course, if you're not in it already. You're a donkey. Check out our YouTube if you are not doing that right as we speak this second, watching the credits roll. And next week we will be joined by VOH, to talk about Kesha's latest release, High Road. It's going to be bloody good. And of course, check out the Patreon, $3 a month, and you get extra content from Joss and our good buddy Jack. It's going to be such a hoot.